It includes all the cost-saving actions that will be taken. Actions will be beneficial and visible from both companies' balance sheets. It also includes cost avoidance measures, actions that avoid having to incur costs in the future. Moreover, added value will be achieved by both purchasing functions analyzing each other's best and worst practices. Joint heads of purchasing might introduce these key measurable improvements: supplier reduction, especially for company 2, value of stock and storage area reduction by vendor management inventory, reduction of purchasing spend by buying in bigger quantities, and cash flow increase because of better negotiated payment terms. First, I would like to highlight the fact that it is important that the supplier performance criteria are smart. Both hotels have a lot of suppliers, and measuring performance for each one would be really time-consuming and, depending on the criticality of the product they supply, not always necessary. According to the text, there are 3 big categories of supply: food, alcoholic beverages, and consumables. For each of these categories, the purchasers must determine which products are the most critical to ensure their customers' satisfaction level, to ensure added value for their customers, and to keep focused on the right products and right suppliers. They can use Pareto analysis, and they will come up with the 20% of suppliers that make 80% of their spend, and these suppliers absolutely need to be evaluated to minimize the risk of hurting the company's reputation and financial assets. Keeping these advices in mind, they could easily refer to the mantra of the 5 rights of procurement for measuring supplier performance, introducing the right SMART KPIs to each one of these 5 criteria, evaluated on a defined period. So first you would have right quality with as a KPI the number of scraped items on the total quantity ordered, the right quantity with the quantities received on the quantities ordered, the right place, which would be the percentage of deliveries sent to the wrong place. Then you have right time with the average number of days late or in advance, and finally right price with the fluctuation of prices during a year. This indicator is both for measuring the purchasing department's performance and the supplier's performance. Suppliers being a node in a company's supply chain, poor performance from them directly impacts the quality of service. For both our hotel chains, this could result in having stock shortages, preventing them from delivering properly all of their services. This will immediately result in bad customer satisfaction level, the word being spreadable very, very fast with social medias such as Google reviews, TripAdvisor. And bad reviews might lead to fewer check-ins. Both hotels' aim is to create customer value. Customers want value for their money. And to achieve that, both purchasing departments must be alert, resourceful, and create a true sense of partnership with their suppliers. So the first thing they might do to gain 10% on their total spend is joining both buying forces, because there must be so many identical products that both hotel chains buy. And of course, additioning both buying volumes will enable them to have preferential prices and a bigger negotiating power. What they might do also is reducing their supplier base, enabling them to increase the volume of business made with each one. Such action enables having a better control over the supplier panel, direct savings with economy of scale, and indirect savings toward administrative management. The third thing could be supplying from low-cost countries and using e-procurement. While I think that it is important that both companies supply their food from local producers, it adds value for customers, and I think standardization regarding to food is not necessary. I'm talking about local producers for fresh food, as there are critical items because perishable, but alcoholic beverages and consumables such as toilet paper, soap, shampoo, towels can be sourced in low-cost countries or by e-procurement. With low-cost countries, hotels must be assured of the good quality of products and must think about the total cost of ownership. They mustn't think of only the buying price. And e-procurement reduces administrative costs, and very good deals for non-critical items can be found.